This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude.
And I have to warn everyone, warning, what you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
Sound good?
Alright, sounds good to me.
I have to actively pick and choose what games I'm going to play and what games I'm going to skip. And if it comes down to the fact that, you know, I have to skip half the games that are coming out this month because I kind of get the vibe that they're bad from what everyone else is saying, then so be it, you know? Maybe in the future things will change. Maybe in the future I'll get out of the crazy financial situation I'm in. I'll be able to afford a ton more games. But for now, there's not much I can do. You know, the flip side of this, too, is if someone absolutely wanted me to see a game, or play a game, and they wanted to donate it, that's something different. You know, Crackdown 3, no, I'm not dropping money on that game. But if someone said, well, Phil, I'll donate Crackdown 3 so you can play it, you know, in between all the games you're interested in, okay, that's different. That's not a money investment on my part. And if I play it once or twice and it's not good and no one likes it, I could just drop it versus spending a full $60 on it and wasting money and dropping it before it even, you know, has a chance to do anything. You see what I mean? So it's a lot different.
It used to be a video game for the love of the game. Now it's a video game for the sake of becoming a business and making money. So it's a full-time deal. You got to sit there and do it constantly. I'm going to be real honest with everyone. Just making an edited YouTube video is very easy. Doing live improv reactionary commentary is tough. The hard shit is sitting here playing the raw games. That's the hard part. Streaming is way harder than just editing videos for YouTube. Okay? It is. Real talk.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there's one final thing I need to bring up before we get to shoutouts, alright? While I was off yesterday, funny how this happens. It happens when I'm off from streaming, right? I received multiple emails from individuals all claiming that they had received their 2019 or 2018 tax returns and had some extra funds, and they all wanted to contribute and help me out. So, how should they do this? Now, this is so ridiculous. If you're an actual viewer and fan of mine, you know. I've already said a million times, you can pledge to my Patreon.
$1 a month actually helps and adds up, alright? As little as $1 helps, okay? Pledge today. My favorite perk is the $5 perk. You could pledge as much as you want. The highest perk level I'll give you is $50, but you could pledge more than that if you want. And Phil scammed his patrons. And they I saw a decline on Patreon plus on the streams at once. The point I'm making is I didn't change. I didn't do anything wrong. Patreon support is way down. And Patreon is fluctuating.
You can buy something from Teespring, you could cheer, you can sub, you could tip, you can do all these things to contribute, and in particular, tipping me right now helps me the most. So why are these people emailing me? And the bottom line is, because they're full of shit. These are the same trolls who are constantly trying to get my hopes up, who are constantly trying to make me believe that some good Samaritan behind the scenes is going to come out and try to help me out. They're basically dickheads, alright? They're trying to fuck with me.
The salty tears. Salty tears.
And at this point, I'm not going to address it anymore. I'm not, because I know you guys who are true fans know how you can contribute if you want to. Why would they email me behind the scenes to talk to me and say, oh, I want to do this way? One person says, oh, I want to remain completely anonymous. Okay, then leave an anonymous tip. If you leave an anonymous tip, right, your name is never involved anywhere. There's no way anyone could know that it was you. Oh, but I still want to do it behind the scenes. Well, then fuck you. You're a troll. You're an asshole who's trying to basically make me agree to something that I said months ago I'm not going to do. If people do contribute, it's going to be public. I want people to know that people are contributing, right? Because that's for full transparency purposes. You can't have people behind the scenes trying to sneak stuff. It's bullshit. It's basically people trying to get me in trouble. And I'm not playing that fucking game. I'm just not doing it, alright?
Look at me. I got a really small fucking penis, so I need to compensate with a giant car or something gaudy, you know. I'm wearing tons of jewelry or whatever. You know, I'm trying to compensate for something.
So, I said this on Twitter yesterday, and I already said it before on Twitter, like, last month. I'm not accepting anything behind the scenes, period. I don't know why people think that I would be, like, dumb, and at this point still try to go along with what these idiots are trying to do. I'm not, alright? It's that simple. So if you want to contribute and help, by all means, please do. If you don't want to get any kind of attention for it, any kind of, thanks or whatever, just do it anonymously. You could pledge to my Patreon with fake information, and, no one will ever know it's you. You could tip anonymously. You could do these things. It's very easy. So there's no excuse. If you're emailing me directly, I know that you're full of shit, all right? And I'm not entertaining this shit. It's just a waste of my time. Fuck this, fuck that, fuck, and a fuck, and a fuck, and a fuck you, fucking this, and fucking that, and fuck shit, ass balls.
So I would say, on purpose, the most absolutely ridiculous stuff, just to see how people would react and to get attention. I would say racially charged stuff, even though, honestly, I'm not racist. I already said that. I was an equal opportunity jokester. I would basically joke about every race and every ethnicity. It wasn't that I was honing in on one and being racist about it. I would regularly joke about my own Italian heritage.
By the way, guys, I should bring up, obviously I've noticed subs have gone way down. Mostly because, number one, there haven't been a cacophony of new releases, so we're not getting people coming in and watching constantly. And number two, I haven't had a sub goal. I know that. I 100% know that, and I understand that when I don't have a sub goal, it doesn't really motivate people to subscribe anymore. I get that. So, what I will do is think about what I want to do. In fact, I think what I want to do, quite frankly, is do another retrospective event.
Minimum effort, minimum money and time involved, maximum profit.
So maybe we'll set up a sub goal for that. And I want to do a new viewer's choice kind of an event where if we hit the goal, then the viewers will have the opportunity to vote on a game that I'll do a full playthrough of. But I have to really think about how I could effectively do this. Because you can't do straw poll. Straw poll is crappy and can easily be manipulated. Can't do a Twitter poll because that doesn't work. You're going to have 4 options in it. I could do a poll on my forums, but then people would complain they have to register for the forums. So it's like, I don't even know how I would go about doing it at all. As much as I would love to do this open kind of viewer's choice event, I've always done it patron's choice, where the patrons can nominate and vote. And maybe what I can do is we qualify via subbing, we qualify, the event happens, the patrons will nominate, 10 games, and then I could do a series of polls where the viewers in general can vote and narrow that down. You know what I mean? I don't know, I gotta think about it, alright? I do. But what I really think I'm going to do first, since you guys love the retrospective events that I've done, you do. You love the one in September. You loved the one on Wednesday. I want to do another one.
Milk that fucking gravy train for as much money as you possibly can. Milk and honey, I like to say.
And the thing is, there's so much more I didn't do so many different trip vlogs I haven't done yet. I didn't do most of my DSP tries-its or Poorly Cooking with the Kings. We barely watched any gameplay whatsoever on Wednesday. I think we watched one thing, if that. There was so much we could still draw upon for these fun retrospective events, seriously.
Double dipping.
So I'm more than happy to jump on there and do it again. So let's see what happens. But I think what we'll do is we'll do a sub goal, maybe by the end of this month. And this is something I'm announcing right now, everyone. All right? Effective immediately. If we hit 525 subscriptions by the end of February, I'll be doing another retrospective event. Alright? How cool is that? And everyone will have an opportunity to nominate. I just did it immediately. 525 subs.
This kind of shit needs to come out. This kind of shit needs to be exposed for what it is. And then, of course, 1,000 troll responses of negativity. It's greed. And it's Phil's greed. Oh, it's greed. Phil wants more. He always wants more. Talk about greed. And talk about not caring about your customer base. It's ridiculous. It really is. It's greed. It's greed. Greed is massively strong. I have no fucking self-control.
So we need about, a lot of room to go. But we could get back. We were there. We were up to 575 subs before we started getting all those crazy amount of gifted subs. All right? So we can get to that. I know we can get to that. All right? So that's going to be for February. In March, what I'll probably do for the rest of February, I'll try to brainstorm how can I do this viewer's choice event, and I'll probably talk to my mods about it. Maybe we'll talk about it on the forums. We'll try to figure something out, and then we'll end up doing something like that for March. But for now, for February, all right, let's try to get this retrospective event going again. Sounds good? All right. At least we got something going now, because we were complaining half of the month here. I didn't have anything. Well, now we have something.
Wow.
Android cheered. He says, the retrospective event was awesome. We loved it. I watched the whole thing. Can't wait for the next one. Did your big Twitch payment with Emerald 7 subs come in yet to save your bank account? I guess not, since we have a tip goal. No, it did not come through yet. It's supposed to come through today, hopefully. And then what I have to do is wait for it to clear, which is probably, I mean, today's Friday, so yeah, more than likely it'll clear by tomorrow because that's a business. It's considered a bank day. Sunday is the non-bank day, so it should hopefully come through by tomorrow, okay? Then Airdroid cheered again. Said Article 13 would be so horrible for you. Your viewers would watch on VPNs, but they wouldn't be able to do things like cheer and sub because, you know, they have European credit cards. Yeah, I agree. Like, I think, honestly, it would be a nightmare. It would be anyone, first of all, anyone who's a European Union, you know, content creator would go out of business overnight. They'd be done. They wouldn't be able to do any content. They'd literally lose their businesses and lose their livelihoods. Then, anyone who's like me, who lives in America, would lose a large chunk of their viewer base. It's terrible. It's a really terrible situation. It is. Mikey GTR did a 100-bit cheer. He says, would you ever consider joining the Sea Shepherd and fight the battle against illegal whaling? I have no idea what you're talking about. Master Saru tipped me $1. He says, I understand your taxes are a big thing, but I've been doing the math. I think you'll be okay. Wow, I don't know what math you're doing. He says, I think you'll be okay. You need to stop stressing out so much about it. You got to think positive. You're way too hard on yourself. Master Saru, you obviously have not been doing math based on any kind of facts. You've probably been doing math based off of what the idiotic detractors are pulling out of their assholes. You know, as is, even with all of the gifted subs that I got in December, that's not even nearly enough to pay the giant tax bill that's going to hit me in April.
It's a money pit. Disgusting, toxic cesspool of immoral, gross fucking people.
Keep in mind, in addition to whatever I actually owe in taxes, there's also going to be late fees, penalties, and interest.
Because I paid nothing over the course of 2018. What? 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 What the fuck? Are you fucking serious? So you guys rallied at the end of last year. You were very supportive here on stream. So thank you for that. You guys are the reason why I'm still here right now. And you're the reason why my girlfriend Kat was able to move in last month.
So not only do I owe all these taxes, then I owe all this shit on top of that. That's what I'm worried about. And if I can only pay a fraction of it, how am I going to pay it? I can't even afford on a monthly basis to keep afloat, right? Very narrowly do I even manage to do that. So now how would they, oh, we'll put you on a payment plan. Well, I don't know where the money's coming from because I don't have the money for it. We'll put a lien on your house. I guess, you know, if they do that, that won't ruin my credit or whatever. But now if I go to refinance or sell my house, I've got a giant lien against it, which, I'll be honest with you, creditors don't like. They don't want to deal with liens on a house before they can, you know put their own mortgage or their own claim to the home. If I sell the house, wow, well, I'm trying to sell the house to make money so that I can pay my debts. Oops, I have this giant tax bill I have to pay first. You see? There's no good situation here. The only good situation is
McDonald's.
McDonald's has now accepted my job application.
I basically raise as much money as I possibly can in the next 2 months, and somehow it pays most of the taxes, which I don't even know what they are, and I won't. I'm still waiting on tax documents from YouTube and from Curse, which I don't even know if I'm going to receive them. I got nothing so far. So if I don't get those tax documents, now I just have to eyeball it and guesstimate what I made last year from them and do all this crunching, and I got to send all this information to my tax guys by the end of this month. So, that being said, then it takes them about a month to do it, and then probably sometime in early April I'll actually know what I owe. And by the way, it's due by April 15th. It's basically an incredibly daunting task, and it's impossible. You know, what can I do here? Unless we get another really generous person like Emerald 7.
I couldn't. I would be in a mental hospital if this is me doing that shit. Like, he must actually have mental issues or something.
Or Emerald 7 comes back, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see a way that I can get out of this unscathed. No matter what, I'm gonna, really get screwed over here. So, Master Saru, I don't know what numbers you're crunching. You're not crunching proper numbers. Like I said, more than likely, you're listening to all the wrong people, okay? That's just the reality of it.
Creepy Spaghetti took me $100. Holy crap. Thanks for the money, stupid fuck. That's awesome stuff. I can't wait. I'm having so much fun now. Really, seriously, and I cannot wait for more. This is cool because I'm getting that positive vibe that I had for most of 2017. I'm getting it back now. Now, I'm getting that groove back, getting that vibe back. I'm ready for fun stuff. I hope you guys are ready too. Let's face it, is a money factory. Please give me your monies. And yes, arthritis, my right hand is starting to get it. And I know as I get older, I'm going to get it worse and worse and worse in my right hand. Already, like, The natural resting spot of your hand should be like this. Mine doesn't. It's like this. And it's gonna keep going like this and this. And I felt like I feel shooting pain when I was doing Deltarune. I felt shooting pain up my finger here. We just had a troll in the chat. Celebrate gout 100. So, har. Phil had gout earlier this year. And he talked about it publicly because he talks about this stuff publicly. He shares it, right? He's not ashamed. He's not one of these people who hides the personal shit about his life. He talks about it. And so I brought this up, and everyone knows that I had gout earlier this year. And I don't have it anymore. I haven't had it since, shit, I'm trying to think, the last flare-up was sometime during the summer. You know? Because I changed my lifestyle. I don't drink as much. I'm not eating as much red meat. I'm a lot more healthy now. And because of that, I haven't had any issues with it. But they think it's like funny to bring that shit up. Look, another one, fall gout. How is this funny? Like, what is funny about that? It's over. Like, it's so outdated. Find something else. Maybe the most outdated, stupid references. Like, you can tell, that's how you can tell how stupid and immature and just dumb these people are. It's not even funny. It's not annoying. It doesn't annoy me. It's not funny. It's not annoying. All you do is make yourself look stupid. Do I need to instruct people on how to troll? You're terrible at it. My God, you're bad. It's just so bad. It's not. It's just like pathetic. It's like a little 5-year-old, you know? It's like a 33-year-old and a 5-year-old's trying to make fun of him. And you look at him like, are you fucking for real? Like, you just made a joke about like a banana or something. It's so dumb. Gout. I haven't even mentioned it in how long? Because I don't have it. Oh my God. What pasta do you prefer? I prefer a penne. Oh! Easy to eat. Oh! Phil's a faggot. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a beggar. Phil's a racist. Phil's a scammer. DSP's a pedophile. DSP is a thief. DSP is a greedy fuck.
This guy's a bitch.
I have a micro penis. Alright, I'm not dead, but I swear to God I wish I fucking was.